swear to God, I'm in the kitchen, put my wrist to work. I swear to God, I'm in the kitchen, put my wrist to work. I swear to God, I'm in the kitchen, put my wrist to work. You think I'm slipping? Try to rip me, bet my pistol. Red bone in the back seat, and I'm being chauffeured by Jones. On the movie reel, it's time to kill, but I'm.
Once again, thanks for tuning in to the Howard House of Swag Cooking Edition. And today, your boy King David gonna be whooping up a beef and vegetable soup. So, with no other further delay, let's get it. So, let me show you some of the ingredients that I already got set out. You know, get ready to roll. You know, I got my beef broth, got my tomato juice on deck, got my seasonings. You know, I never used this one before, but we're gonna see what it do. Smoked paprika, Italian blend, you know, parsley leaves, that's gonna be mainly for the end. You got to have your bay leaves, you know, minced garlic. And if you never tried this, fire roasted diced tomatoes, fire go good in chili, go good in when you're doing a brown gravy with tomatoes in it, go good in this dish, you know. And I know everybody don't use this, but I like the tomato chunks, so that's why I'm putting it in mine. Then right here, you know, I got my green beans gonna be going in, my corn, and I'm using I'm using the frozen kind because I don't like using the can, because the can comes with a lot of sodium from it already, and some of this stuff already got a lot of sodium in it. So that's one way I try to cut back on, you know, having too much sodium or having salt, you know, override your dish. And you know, then I got my bowl, I'll be putting stuff in, got my vegetable oil that I'll be searing the meat with and cooking my vegetables. Got my Magna-like pot, gotta have this, it's a must. You know, I love cooking on Magna-likes. You know, if you already cooked on it, you already know the deal with them. Over here, I got my fresh vegetables on deck, ready to get chopped up. And right here, I got my baby vegetables, my cabbage I'm gonna be throwing in. You know, everybody don't do that, that's optional. I like having the cabbage in there. You know, good, you know, getting cooked down in that soup. Have it fire. You know, I got the holy trinity of Southern cooking: celery, bell pepper, and onions. And I really like onions, so that's why I'm using two. Normally on a dish like this, you might use one large onion, and plus, you know, we stocked up on onions right now, so I'm gonna use two. Might use three, I don't know. But you know, got some more garlic on deck when I run out of that because it's getting close. So, want to see the start of the show? Yeah, here we go. Booyah! There's the meat. I know what you're thinking. Shh, ain't no roast beef. I know, that's ribeyes. And they about 12 ounce. Gonna be full of flavor. And I know it's gonna turn out good. I never cooked it like this. I never tried to use that. But I already know it's a win-win situation. It got to work. And that's something I'm gonna touch on. And as I dive into more cooking episodes and gathering meals, that's something I'm gonna kind of break down. Now, the reason I'm using that is because we have an abundance of ribeyes here at our house already. So last week, you know, we went shopping. I noticed my mama bought some more ribeyes, and I was like, man, I got a lot of ribeyes already in the freezer that haven't been used yet. So I had to think of a way, you know, to quickly use it. So today, when I came up, you know, what I'm gonna cook, I said, yeah, I gotta use this ribeye. That gives me a good reason to use it and a good way to get rid of it all. And I think it's gonna bring a real good flavor, you know, to the soup. I mean, cause you can't go wrong, man. It's ribeye. You know it's gonna be good. And another reason I'm cooking this beef and vegetable soup is because I had some kind, lovely church folks came through the neighborhood and was giving away food boxes the other day. And they gave us a couple. And in the boxes, that's what they had, a lot of these onions, the potatoes, the carrots, and stuff like that they gave us. So instantly, you know, once I opened the box and started sorting everything out, I say, oh man, oh yeah, I can already see it. Vegetable beef soup on the way. Because I already say, hey, it's all on deck. I need a reason to get rid of this ribeye. So bam, here we go. And you know, when you a father or a husband, you know, over a household or in a household, that's something, you know, you always got to learn to do, to use everything to budget everything, to maximize what you already got in your house. And that's another reason I'm cooking this, because 90% of this stuff I already had in the house. And that's why I like try to get rid of the stuff that we got, use the stuff that we got. And that's the kind of meals I try to cook is I peep game, I go see, put two and two together. All right, we got this, we got that. All right, now I'm knowing what I'm cooking, because that's the goal when I try to cook. I try to use everything we have in the house without going to the store, and get nothing. Or if I do have to go to the store, it might be 1 or 2 ingredients. But, so yeah, this is what I'm gonna be throwing together. So, before we get started, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little introduction of my cooking history, my backdrop about cooking, why I'm passionate for cooking. And first thing out top, you might be thinking, man, what race is this dude here? What is he mixed with? When people ask me that, I tell them the same thing the 44th president of the United States mixed with. Barack Obama, you remember him? White mama, black daddy. So I got the best of both worlds. And that's why I said all that, to make that point. I have my white side of the family, that's from Thibodeau, that use a lot of French Creole style of cooking. Then I have my black side of the family, mainly from Baton Rouge, that's bringing that good soul food flavor to the dish. So like I said, I got the best of both worlds. I learn from both sides, I watch, I observe, put two and two together. Seeing a lot of my aunties and aunts and other family members cook up some dishes. And my mama too, man, she could get down in that kitchen. I learned a lot from her. But I'm gonna give 2 quick shout outs. And the first one gonna be to my mama. Cause I remember when I was a little boy, I was picky eater. A lot of stuff I didn't like eating. And but every time I went to her house out there in Thibodeau, everything she cooked, everybody demolished. I mean, everything she cooked was fire. And like I said, she cooked a lot of southern, French Creole food. Crawfish egg touffee, gumbo, eggplant dressing. Ooh, I remember that eggplant dressing. Man, that stuff fire. That's one thing I wish I would have learned from her. To cook that the way she used to cook it. But everything she used to cook, from table food to desserts to sweets. Oh man, she could get down in that kitchen, and that's something that really stand out to hold up. All right, back rolling. All right, where I was at? Oh, giving a shout out to my man from Thibodeau out there in Kramer. They can really cook, and that inspired me to want to learn to cook and learn how to have my dishes on point, like she had her dishes on point. And another family member that inspired me and I learned a lot from and wanted to be like and cook like is Nene Nelson from Baton Rouge. Oh man, when I say good southern food, good soul food that make you hurt yourself when you're eating, that's what she bringing. And she could cook anything. There are a couple dishes that really stand out that she used to cook. Ooh, some lasagna, fire. Cornbread dressing, barbecuing, grilling. I mean, she could do it all, and she could do it whether it's small amount, large amount. I mean, she could cook, and that's something always to me that standing out. When I was a kid and teenager, and even to my adult years, having family get-togethers, being at family house, getting together with good people, having a good time, and eating good food. Man, that's the way to do it. And that's something that always stand out to me, and that's what I want to incorporate, in my family and the people that I share my life with. Having that own unique flavor of cooking, your own style of cooking, and that's what I'm trying to bring, that Howard swag, to the cooking. But 2 more people I want to give a shout out to that I watch and got a lot of inspiration from watching on YouTube is my boy AB, Smoking and Grilling. A lot of y'all probably didn't check them out, know who I'm talking about. But one thing I like about him, he's real practical, real down to the point, and make cooking simple, and that's what I like about him. I learned a lot from him, and sometimes when I cook something, if I want a better understanding of it or just get a better grasp on it, I watch some of his cooking shows, and the dude could get down, and he's real easy to learn from, and food come out delicious. And the stuff he be cooking is stuff like people really eat at the house and want to eat. So one more person, Cajun Ninja. Oh yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Way back, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years ago, you know, that's what I first started watching and getting my ideas from, and you know, helping me to perfect my cooking skills, you know, and taking, you know, little tricks of the trade from him and adding to my game, you know, because one thing I did learn big time from him is how to cook roux. You know, shout out, you know, he broke it down and showed me, and once I started learning how to cook roux, you know, to make gravies, and he made it easy, practical. So another shout out to him. You know, he be doing his thing, Cajun Ninja. I watch a lot of his stuff, and that's what I do sometimes. You know, when I want to cook something, you know, I get my phone out, Google, you know, go on YouTube, check out a couple people recipes. I put 2 and 2 together, go look at a couple more people. You know, then I get a good idea, foundation of what I want to do. You know, then I put my own cooking skills and my own knowledge into it. Bam! Howard House's swag meal on the table. But all right, so getting ready to chop all this good stuff up, and you know, the beef right here, I'm gonna dice it up, and I'm gonna soak that with soy sauce for my marination, my marinara. I know y'all thinking, what? I'm telling you, fire flavor. And one thing, quick tip, you know, watch your salt content, because a lot of this stuff, sodium in it, and stuff like that. So don't over flavor your meat, especially with salt. You know, that's a quick cooking tip that anybody who knows anything about cooking, you know, that's something you can't take back. That's a mistake that you can't correct when you over salt your food. So don't do that. So be back in the flash, about to chisel out all this up. Now we can get on with the cooking part. Now I already got my pot going, it's hot. I just add about a tablespoon of vegetable oil to get ready to shear off my meat. I got it diced right here. Like a lot of meat, don't it? Now that's one thing about the Howards. That's our swag of cooking. We all like a lot of meat. And especially like a soup, gumbo, jambalaya, dirty rice, we like a lot of meat. That's why I'm going with a lot of meat, so to be nice and meaty. That's how we like it. Now, you see right here, I already got my pot going, and you see some of that goodness at the bottom is because I cooked 2 of them already, because them 2 was kind of suspect of being freezer burnt. So I went ahead and cooked them separate by themselves, because I didn't want to take no risk of mixing no type of bad or freezer burnt meat with the meat I knew for sure that was good. But I cooked it off, tasted, tastes fine, tastes great. If it was freezer burnt, no, my dogs, they would have had a good little snack, some treats right there. But not this time. So one of the things I didn't touch on is, you see I got my apron on, that Florida leaf representing them Saints. I worked in restaurants before, and I really didn't learn how to cook in restaurants. I don't think you learn how to really cook, you know, house style or table food that you eat at home. But some of the things I did learn from the restaurant business was having your food consistently tasting the same way. So you got to know your specs, your recipes, your ingredients, your measurements. That's how you get consistency. But another thing I learned is what I apply in my household, and I encourage other people to apply in their household, is being prepared. That's why I have all my ingredients out, all my stuff chopped up, and ready to go. And what I do, I clean as I go. I don't dirty the whole kitchen up, then wait till last to clean it up, or get my belly full, then trying to clean it up. So remember that, being prepared, have everything organized, that'll help the process go nice and smooth. I know everybody knows somebody that when they cook, they just junk up, mess up the kitchen. Anybody know somebody like that? I done met quite a few women back in my day that come in here and just shamrack this kitchen and leave it like a hot mess. Get their belly full, go to bed, and tomorrow they get it in the morning. Give me a comment if you know anything about that or ever been through that. But all right, we finna get ready to go down with this ribeye beef. I got my pan hot. It's ready to go. So I got the grease in there. It's ready to roll. I'm not gonna cook all this at one time because I want everything to shear nice and even. So I'm gonna put enough. That's a little too high. I hear it searing too much. Not that much. You know, get it all spread. And let me tell you something about this process when you're doing this. When you put the meat down, if you want that good shear to it, the key is when you put it in the pot, leave it sitting there for about a minute or two. That's what's going to incorporate and seal up that flavor and leave it onto the meat. So I'll let that sit for about a minute or two. Then I'm going to stir it around and pull that up and get ready to go with the rest of it. Then, you know, this is a do it your way type of meal. You know, everybody got different ways, different styles, different ingredients that they cook. They beef and vegetable soup. Just the way I do it. To me, this is easy, practical. The ingredients are simple. Because I know some people like to use tomato paste in the beginning and kind of make their gravy, the soup with that flavor. Some people use red wine. I never tried that method yet. That's more like of a white people thing. So I never tried it yet. I ain't knocking it. I ain't said nothing bad about it. I probably do need to try it because they say it intensifies the flavor and bring to a whole different ball game. So right, let me give a little stir up. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. All right, let that sit. See, you definitely don't want your pot too hot, or it's gonna be leaving no burn marks or burning up your meat and having that burn stuff at the bottom of your pot, because all that gonna be goodness at the pot. No, and that's what's gonna bring your flavor. So you want to try to keep that going. So after I cook the meat, then I'm gonna go in with my onions and bell peppers next. I'm gonna saute them off. Look what we got here.
Hello.
We got the golden child, aka Isaac. That's my son. Usually when I cook, a lot of times he helped me, but he just got back home from school, so he getting ready to do his little chores, his little stuff he got to do around the house. As I continue on with this and get this meal cooked, so we'll be ready for supper time.